guys, ETJ Writes here. I just wanted to pop on really quickly and talk about the trailer for Marvel's new movie, The Eternals. Of course, probably everybody has seen the trailer by now, and it is causing quite the discussion online. Now, I myself haven't really tuned into those discussions because I don't want to be spoiled. I learned my lesson with Age of Ultron a long time ago. I just watched one trailer, and that's it. But unlike the trailer for the Venom movie, which looked pretty fun, and the reaction was, this looks like a fun sequel to the original. And unlike the Black Widow trailer, which everybody has just been waiting for forever, finally the movie's coming out, looking forward to seeing that. And unlike the, I think it's Shang-Chi trailer, which looked phenomenal, it kind of gave me that Ninja Turtles vibe, and I'm really looking forward to that, and the cinematography looked great. Unlike that, the Eternals, it just didn't seem interesting enough. There was a funny moment right at the very end, and that one little funny moment was it. They seemed to be trying to go for the more of the epic, and I understand if your movie wants to be that, and it's good that you're not false advertising, but on the other hand, you gotta get people engaged and interested, and the other movies felt very on brand for Marvel. I know the Venom movie is technically part of Sony, but it still had that Marvel fun feeling to it, and this one doesn't feel fun. Now, I'm not saying that all the Marvel movies are fun, because there are some that are very serious, there are some that are love stories, spy thrillers, all that good stuff. But this one just felt lackluster, okay? It reminds me of Inhumans. And if you don't remember Inhumans, well, there's a good reason for that. Inhumans came out, years ago now, back when Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was in its prime. And I thought, hey, this looks fun, a great Marvel TV show about a bunch of heroes that we don't know so much. They exist in the Marvel Universe, and they're kind of like X-Men, but not really. There's a whole thing with them living on the moon, and this is going to tie in to the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. TV show. Spoiler, it didn't. But it's going to tie in, and it's going to be so amazing. And it was not great. So my question is, will Eternals be good based on the fact that it reminds me of Inhumans? A very, very large cast of characters, a story that seems completely unrelated to everything else that's going on, and even the color palette reminds me of what's going on. Now, this has a higher budget, so at least if the story's not great, you can enjoy the cinematography, but just the way it comes together just gave me that Inhumans vibe. And now, Inhumans was bad for a lot of reasons. I mean, the little actors, they tried so hard. They were acting their little hearts out, especially the guy who, I've forgotten his name now, but he played Ramsay Bolton in Game of Thrones. And when he came on screen, you were enthralled. But it just, Inhumans never hit its stride. It had all the right ingredients, but the execution was terrible. Maybe with a better director or better editing, it would have been really good, but it was a mess. I can't say that I hated it, but it was definitely below Marvel's Iron Fist. Now, I liked Iron Fist. I know a lot of people didn't. I liked it. I liked the corporate spy espionage aspects of it, which turned off a lot of people, but for me, that was fun. But Inhumans just, one of the things that really bugged me about it was the character, I think her name was Medusa. She has the red hair, and her hair can attack people. And I thought that was so cool. What an epic superpower. Well, it was really low budget, so I guess they weren't able to justify her having this long hair and it not doing anything. So they cut her hair off. And her most iconic thing, she runs around for most of the series with a shaved head and is like really angsty about it. And here's the thing. That could have worked if it was the second, third, fourth season. We've already gotten to know these characters. They're established. We love them. And then she has this crushing blow happen. We already know how great she is, and now she has to struggle through this. But that just didn't happen. And the bad guy story was honestly much more interesting than the hero story. And that's what I'm kind of wondering about Eternals. You've got to have a really good villain to pit these people against. And if we can't get on board with somebody, how are we going to enjoy this? A group of people watching Earth people get really good at being Earth people, that just doesn't sound interesting. And I think what's going to be interesting is the fact that they interfere for the first time in how long. But why are they choosing to interfere now when they didn't when Thanos was here? That's going to be a big question that has to be answered, and it has to be answered in a good way. Better than, oh, why did nobody notice the Inhumans when they came to Earth and started causing a ruckus? And why did nobody notice the Inhumans on the moon? I know there was an explanation for it, but it was just, it wasn't great. There's just, I don't know, it just really reminds me of Inhumans in a bad way. And I want Eternals to be good. I really want it to be good. I'm going to watch it because Marvel is my thing. But I hope it's not like Inhumans. Like I said, if you haven't heard of Inhumans or you scrubbed it from your memory, there's a reason for that. I haven't thought of Inhumans until I saw that trailer. Like, I completely banished Inhumans from my mind. And when I saw that trailer, brought it right back. So, Marvel, please, I'm begging you, let this movie be good. Please let that trailer that we saw be just a fluke, an era. I mean, I have enjoyed all the Marvel content we've been getting lately. I loved WandaVision. I thought Winter Falcon was really, really good. And I really enjoyed the last Spider-Man movie. I'm looking forward to Black Widow. I know I'm not going to enjoy it as much just because she's not one of my favorite characters. But I know it's going to be a good, fun spy thriller. And actually, I think I'll enjoy it more now that it's further away from when Natasha died, because I have more time to be away from the Marvel franchise and be like, okay, so give me content. And I'm really looking forward to the Venom movie because I loved the first one. It was completely campy and crazy, and I'm just like, I'm down for that. And also Shang-Chi looks just phenomenal. I'm looking forward to all that. But when I saw Eternals, I'm just like, Marvel's got to drop the ball sometime, don't they? I think this might be it. At least as far as movies go. We'll see. At least they have a bunch of other stuff in the works. And if they have one bad movie, that's not going to ruin it. But, yeah, this might be where after, 22 movies? 20 movies and 2 shows, however many it is, where the superhero fatigue finally comes in. I mean, they're still doing better than DC. Although, if you're not watching Lois and Superman, you should be. That's an amazing show. But, yeah. Will Eternals be good? We'll find out in a little bit. Well, until next time, happy movie analysis. ETJ out.